All right, for more on this, let's go across to Tel Aviv, where DD India's Sarah Coates is joining us live. Sarah, third group of hostages, including a 4-year-old American girl, they've been released. More prisoners set to be freed in exchange?
Hello there, Avishek. Good afternoon. Well, look, this little girl, her name is Abigail Moedan. She is now an orphan. She will have found out this horrific news last night. Upon her release, she'll now be cared for by her grandparents. And look, according to health authorities here in Israel, there's also an 84-year-old woman. She is unstable, in a critical condition. They say that this is because she wasn't given any medicine while she was in captivity. Now, you did mention in that previous soundbite that all of these other children that were released, they are in a good condition. And look, it really depends whether we could see more batches of hostages after this ceasefire ends at 7 a.m. local time tomorrow. We do know that Israel's War Cabinet is once again meeting a little later today to discuss a potential extension of this ceasefire. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, mediators close to Qatar and close to Egypt are working on a deal, an extra 4 days potentially, which would see elderly men and also a number of other people, including women and children, released, with then potentially the next stage seeing dead bodies, people who've been killed by Hamas or potentially killed by Israeli airstrikes. Their bodies would then be repatriated to Israel. So certainly an ongoing process, a lot of deliberation here in Israel today with Israel's War Cabinet. But this is something that the United States wants. It does want this extra 4 days ceasefire, potentially so they can get more hostages out.
Right. Calls to extend truce grows as captives are being released. And like you said, Egypt, Qatar and the US are pressing for 4-day truce to be extended. But Sarah, Biden and Netanyahu, they agreed to continue working to secure release of all hostages. But two leaders, they acknowledge that the work is not yet done. Fill us in with more details.
Of course. Well, look, what we've been hearing from the Israeli establishment this entire time is its goal is to completely eliminate Hamas. And there was seen as a power move, if you could call it that, last night by Hamas actually releasing this Israeli batch of captives through the northern part of the Gaza Strip. This hadn't been done yet. We saw the Thai captives and this other Russian man. They were released through the Rafah border crossing, which is down in the south of the Gaza Strip. But it just does go to show that Hamas was trying to show that it does still have control of this northern part. But look, you mentioned a little earlier that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he did pay a visit to troops in the Gaza Strip late yesterday. He said that we will return with full force. We're continuing until the end, until victory. Nothing can stop us. And look, this is exactly what we've been hearing also from the Israeli Defense Minister, Yoav Gallant. He said we will continue with intensity. That's his exact wording there. He said that this military campaign in the Gaza Strip will continue with intensity for at least the next 2 months. And this is also why these residents down in the south have been evacuated. They potentially won't be allowed home until well after Christmas, simply due to the intensity that Israel is prepared to carry out this military campaign with.
Right, Sarah, we'll leave it at that for the time being, but we'll keep taking updates from you.